more mathematically or horologically inclined among you might have noticed that this episode, episode 26, is the halfway point of 52 weeks. So given it's the halfway point, I think I'm going to just do a bit of reflection and see where I'm sitting. Well, here we are, episode 26. So for those of you who are kind of doing the math really quickly, yes, it's the halfway point of my visa here in Thailand. Hello. Yes, we are at episode 26, which is halfway through the series. And it's my custom at episode 26 to do some reflection, but don't panic. For those of you who were with me at episode 13, where I said I'd try and do something different and not just a talking head reflection, I'm going to try something a little bit different. G'day, I'm Kevin. I've retired from work here in Australia and am living the dream in Thailand. Travelling, relaxing, exploring and learning. Based here in Chiang Mai, the adventure continues. This is 52 weeks. Yes, it's that time of the year again. We are at the halfway mark, 26 weeks of 2024. I can't believe how quickly time is going. Seems like only this time last year I was doing this. And in fact it was. This is my third time in this stint, but the fourth time that I have done a halfway reflection. I knew this was coming up, so last week I went out and got some B-roll footage, so you're not just looking at my beautiful face, but you have some other scenery to look at whilst I go through this process. So, in line with my usual practice, I'm going to just reflect a little bit and see how my journey in Thailand's going. So, I hope you enjoy the reflection and I hope you enjoy the scenery. My working life in Australia was quite busy and hectic. Had lots of people I had to see and lots of people depending on me. Did a whole range of things, representing people in their workplace and helping them through problems that they were having and negotiating wages and things like that. I also had life as an artist, where I was making live theatre for people while I was teaching. So lots of stuff there, lots of people depending on me. And I decided when I retired that I would just have a complete change, and decided to relocate overseas for a new adventure. When I was working as a lecturer in a university, I had the opportunity to come to Thailand and do a study tour with a local theatre company, and spent 30 days here travelling around Thailand, seeing the work that they were doing and doing workshops with them and creating theatre. But one of the really good things about that trip was that it wasn't going to visit the tourist highlights, which we did a little bit of, but it was actually getting out and meeting local people. And I got to go out and stay in local small communities and perform for people in very rudimentary circumstances and travel the countryside. And I really fell in love with the land. It's a beautiful place, Thailand, particularly up north, which is where we were mostly. It's a beautiful mountainous regions and rivers and the like, but also the people. They were so friendly and so welcoming. Like we were just a group of 20 Australians would rock up in a few utes, and somebody would go in and we'd get invited in to have a chat around a table. 20 Australians and a few Thais talking about what their concerns were and what they were trying to do. So I fell in love with Thailand, and particularly spending a lot of time here in Chiang Mai and the north, fell in love with Chiang Mai. So when I decided that I would retire overseas, Chiang Mai and Thailand were an easy choice. I did do a test to make sure I could live here rather than just visit here. That was in 2019. And the year before that, I actually went and tried a few different places that I hadn't spent a lot of time in Thailand, just to see that Chiang Mai was the place I wanted to be. And as you may have noticed, it is. I think it was a really good choice for me to move here in my retirement, to separate myself from all of the busyness that was my life in Australia. It's been a really relaxing experience for me. I can just spend my day as I want to. I don't have to do things in any particular way. I can get up and have a leisurely breakfast and decide I'm going to go for a wander. Yeah, it's a very peaceful life here in Chiang Mai for me. I mean, it's a fairly big city, so there's plenty of hustle and bustle if I want to get into it. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. There's lots going on. You know, I can go out and listen to music at night, go out and have a beer, play some pool. I have friends around. You wouldn't know that a lot from the videos, but I don't like intruding on my friends' lives too much. But yeah, I had the capacity to kind of live by myself and keep myself amused. I don't require lots of people around me all the time, but if there are times when I want to have a chat or go and have a beer with somebody or grab a meal, there are people around that are really very pleasant company when I am in the mood for it. So yeah, I think it was a pretty good decision to move here to Chiang Mai. I think Thailand's a pretty easy place to live in. You could get by quite easily in a place like Chiang Mai without even having to learn Thai. Although it's a good idea, it makes your life much richer. But there are lots of people who don't learn Thai. Lots of Thais speak pretty good English, and although some of them are reluctant to speak English with you, they can help you out. So it's easy to live here in Thailand, and I'm very grateful to be here. You can see from my videos that I live a fairly relaxed life here, not overly complicated. It is possible to go crazy in Thailand, and it is possible to spend huge amounts of money in Thailand if you want to. But it's also possible to live a really simple and easy life. So, you know, I am living a simple life here. I don't pay a huge amount for my accommodation, and you know, I like to eat local Thai food. I love Thai street food. So that makes it very economical for me to live here. I'm also grateful to Australia. It's not a matter of me not liking my country. I actually like it quite a lot. I think there are some very good things about it. Like every country, it has issues that it needs to grapple with. Who doesn't? But it has put in place a system whereby over your working life you contribute and your employer contributes to what's called a superannuation fund, and that grows. We talk about it sometimes as the miracle of compound interest. And then hopefully when you're ready to retire, if you've contributed to that regularly and the economic circumstances have been okay, and you've been regularly employed, then there's a little nest egg for you to retire on, and that's what I've been living here in Thailand on. It's been working pretty well for me, despite some fairly major economic upheavals. I still have a good balance in that fund, and I get payments every fortnight. I can choose what the payments are. I can have them more or less, as long as I'm withdrawing a certain amount each year in my retirement. The amount is up to me, and that makes it pretty easy for me to live here in Thailand, given that I'm not going crazy and staying in really expensive penthouses by the beach and going nuts every night. I'm living very, very easy, so it's a simple proposition for me. For me, this YouTube channel is a hobby, pure and simple. I'm constantly amazed that people have an interest in it. Not huge numbers. I'm not drawing in the thousands or the tens of thousands of people. But it is nice having a small group of people who are interested enough to kind of subscribe or drop a comment every now and again. Yeah, it's a great hobby and a good discipline. So probably, apart from making sure my rent and bills are paid, which is not that difficult, this is the only regular commitment I have. I go to the can-do bar and I meet a friend every week, but they're social things, not kind of disciplines. But it's a good discipline just to make a video of what I'm up to and share it on YouTube at a regular time every week. Yeah. So even if I was getting, massive views and massive subscribers, I wouldn't be particularly viewing it as a job or an income source. It's just something to keep me busy, and a record of my time here for me and my friends in Thailand. Yeah, I don't want another job. I'm retired, and quite happily retired. And having a hobby is good, so this is a good hobby for me. And I would say thank you to those of you who tune in. Some of you watch regularly, and that's really nice. Some of you pop in every now and again. Some of you will subscribe, some of you drop in comments. If you're not subscribed, some of you click like. That's all really nice. It's a really nice contact with the world outside of my very small bubble in Chiang Mai, Thailand at the moment. So thank you all for taking the time to share my journey with me, no matter how you do it. I really appreciate your company. As I say, I think this has been a really good decision. So, a good decision and a relaxed life. So I don't make huge plans about what I'm going to do. But for the foreseeable future, I intend to live here in Thailand, assuming the Thai people and the Thai government are kind enough to allow me to continue to do so. Yeah, I mean, there are some frustrating things about being here, but far outweighed by the benefits of a nice, calm, relaxed life. You know, for example, the uncertainty around immigration and tax laws in Thailand. A little bit of an irritation, but you know, they're not that massive really. I try to remind myself that things in Thailand get announced and then they take a long time to implement, so you have to wait and see how they pan out. So as long as they don't impact me terribly badly. If you get involved watching lots of YouTube channels or in expat discussions, you know, the smallest side comment by a minister walking down the street can turn up into a huge controversy. But you know, just relax, take it chill, and see how it ends up. Plenty of time to make decisions about that stuff. So for the foreseeable future, my plan is to continue to stay here in Thailand. I will be doing a bit of traveling. You know, smoky season is not a good time to be in Chiang Mai, so that will offer me the opportunity to do a bit of travel around Thailand, maybe internationally. So we'll see how it goes. And I do plan to continue my YouTube channel. It's, as I say, it's a good discipline for me. Don't know how it will change. If it changes, I'd just be me waffling around as it has been, and talking to you guys. So that's the plans. I do manage to get back to Australia every year to spend time with family and friends. I'm lucky to have the resources to be able to live the life I want to live here in Thailand, and to travel and get back to Australia when I want to. So I acknowledge that I am leading a very lucky existence here in Thailand and surrounds. But that's it for me today, and I will catch you on the journey next time. Thanks for taking the time to watch watch my video and to join me on my journey in Thailand. I really do appreciate the company. Now, if you've made it all the way to the end here and are not subscribed, you can do so by clicking here. Or if you just want to see something else that I've made, click here for something I think you might like. Or if you want to have a look at one of my playlists, have a look down here, and then you'll be able to have a real binge. Hope to see you again soon.